Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into the ocean to uncover some of the most expensive treasures ever found underwater. You won't believe what people have discovered. We're talking about luxury cars worth more than my entire bank account, watches that could buy you a small island, and enough iPhones to crash the Apple stock market. Get ready to have your minds blown because some of these discoveries are straight out of a pirate movie. First up, let's talk about cars. I know it's crazy to think about expensive cars ending up at the bottom of the ocean, but it happens more often than you'd think. We're talking about luxury brands like Ferrari, Lamborghini, and even classic cars worth millions. Imagine being a scuba diver and stumbling upon the legendary Honda NSX. One crazy story involves a shipping container filled with brand new Porsches that went overboard during a storm. Anyway, here is a Ferrari 360. A man drove into the water in the USA. Crazy, right? I don't know why, but I found 3 pictures of Ferraris being taken out of the water. This one doesn't even look that bad. Of course, they need a ton of work to get them back in driving condition, but it's still mind-blowing to think about. Now you might be wondering how these cars even end up underwater in the first place. Well, sometimes it's accidents, like ships encountering rough seas during a storm. Other times it's insurance fraud schemes gone wrong. People try to sink their expensive cars on purpose to cash in on the insurance money. Pretty wild, right? But regardless of how they got there, these underwater car graveyards are a treasure hunter's dream. It's like winning the lottery, except you have to dive down and wrestle a Lamborghini out of the clutches of the ocean. Next up, we're diving into the world of luxury watches. You know I love my watches, but some of these underwater finds are on a whole other level. We're talking Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, the kind of watches that cost more than a house. Imagine finding a Rolex Submariner encrusted in barnacles and coral but still ticking. It's like finding a time capsule from the past. These watches are built to last, and being submerged in water for years doesn't always stop them. One incredible story is about a diver who found a Rolex Daytona from the 1970s while exploring a shipwreck. The watch was in amazing condition and ended up selling for over $400,000 at auction. That's enough to make me want to grab my scuba gear and start searching. But here's the thing about finding a luxury watch underwater. It's not always about the money. Sometimes it's about the history behind the watch. Who did it belong to? What did they experience while wearing it? It's like holding a piece of someone's life in your hands. And just like with the cars, some people believe these watches were deliberately thrown overboard as part of insurance scams. Could you imagine chucking a $100,000 watch into the ocean? I guess some people are that desperate. You might be surprised to learn that thousands of iPhones have been recovered from underwater. I mean, we've all dropped our phones in the toilet at some point, but these phones have taken a serious plunge. From lakes to oceans, these iPhones have seen it all. Surprisingly, some of them still work after being dried out. I guess those waterproof cases really do work. Can you imagine all the lost photos and messages on those phones? Talk about a digital treasure chest. One crazy story involves a scuba diving instructor who found over 100 iPhones scattered across a coral reef. Apparently a group of tourists had their boat capsize and their phones went for an unexpected swim. Luckily, they were able to recover most of them. Now you might think finding a water-damaged iPhone isn't that exciting, but it can actually be pretty valuable. Tech specialists can sometimes recover data from these phones, which can be crucial in solving crimes or even reuniting lost loved ones. Plus, even if the phone is completely fried, the parts can be salvaged and sold. So the next time you see a for parts only iPhone listing online, it might just have a hidden underwater past. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. And let me know in the comments down below which underwater treasure you'd be most excited to find. Would you rather have a sunken supercar, a luxury watch, or a treasure trove of iPhones? See you next time.